Hello again. This is another of the series of videos on planning a cross-country and filling in the flight planning log using different calculators. So I set up the cross-country and the beginning of the calculations in another video. If you haven't seen that yet, I would suggest you go there. Link to it would be in the comments, or will be in the comments. This time we're going to be using a Sportys E6B, electronic E6B, and let's get into it. So here's our sheet that we started filling out before, and here is our Sportys E6B, turning the power on, and you can see it has a series of different buttons that refer to these lists of functions. So we're going to start with the heading ground speed one, which is usually the things that we want to do when we're filling in the form here. So flashing is heading ground speed, so I will punt that. What it's asking me first is the wind direction, which is 330. Enter. Wind speed 9. Enter. Course, so that would be true course, is 200. Enter. And our true airspeed 105. Enter. And da-da, the answer is ground speed is 11, call it 1, round it up to 1. And our true heading is 204. And so with a wind correction angle of 4 degrees. So first of all, does that make sense? So I'm going on a heading, from my view anyways, a heading of southwest, 200. I'm getting a wind coming this way, so that means I'm going to crab that way, so that's 4 degrees. That makes sense, 4 plus, excellent. And my airspeed is faster than my, ground speed is faster than my true airspeed because I have a, essentially a tailwind. Perfect. So my magnetic heading would be 218, add 118 to that, 218. So next, what do I need? Compass heading, I don't know. We'll see that later. So what I need to know now is time and fuel amount. So let's go and see how I would do that. So maybe I'll do flight this time here. And here we go, leg time. So one comment I could have is the buttons are not always consistent. Enter. So my distance is 75. Enter. It knows my ground speed, don't need to change that. So 40 and 41, so I'll round that up to 41 minutes. And then what I want after that is fuel. So let's go to required fuel, enter, yep. So we know our time, 6.3 fuel per hour, that's exactly right. 3, I don't know how it remembers that. And so that gives me 4.3 gallons of fuel. Cool. All right, so let's work on the things down here. I'll put this to the side a little bit here. So now I know 1.1, start taxi, takeoff. Climb and cruise is 5.5. 5.5. Circuits landing, I usually use the same number, 1.1, so that's 7.7. Contingency, 0.8. 30-minute reserve would be half of 6.3, so let's call that 3.2. So that is 10, 17, whole 1, 8, 11, 11.7 gallons. So now I want to know how much fuel will be remaining, so I'm going to use this calculator function here. So I'm going to enter 11.77 minus 40 equals, so it tells me that's 28.3. And how much is that? So I'm going to divide that by 6.3 equals. So you can see you can use any, so it's not 5 hours and essentially 30 minutes. So you can see you can use any field here as a calculator in here. So let's go back here. The one thing I didn't calculate yet is calibrated airspeed. So I need to do that. So we're going to go down here, calculator. So that is again required. Calculator, calibrated airspeed rather, enter. So I need, what do I need? Pressure altitude, 4420, remember that? Temperature in degrees C, 12 degrees. Enter. And then my true airspeed is 105. So just move this a little bit, move these around a little bit so you can see what I'm doing better. And then enter, and it's going to come back with calibrated airspeed of 97.4. 7.4. So my calibrated airspeed is much less than my true airspeed. Does that make sense? Yes. I have a pressure altitude of 4,420. Temperature is higher than average. In fact, my density altitude is 5,076. So that makes sense that I'm getting a much lower pressure. Good. So that's essentially how we fill in this portion of a flight plan log using the E6B electronic calculator. Thank you for watching, and then certainly continue watching the rest of the series. I'd appreciate any comments.